How many women you got? Let's talk about it. How many women you got? Right now, in your rotation, how many women do you have? If you said 0 or 1, you got a scarcity mindset. You got a scarcity mindset. And if you said 2 or more, then you at least have a somewhat understanding of how women operate, female nature. Women are not attracted to men that no other women want. Women not attracted to that. So you being that good guy, women not attracted to that shit. Women will tell you straight up out their own mouth they like bad boys. Nice guys are too nice.
Good guys fucking suck.
Wow, why?
Straight up.
They're annoying. We love to get our hearts broken.
They love to get their heart broken, so they like the bad boys.
Women are not attracted to the nice guy. So all that 0 women, 1 woman, that's going to keep you from getting women. You need to have an abundance mindset. You need to be of the belief that it's plenty of fish in the sea. That is the attitude that attracts more women to you. Because once a woman know that you give a fuck, she knows she got you. And that thrill of potentially losing you is gone. So she got nothing to work for. She got nothing, no reason to perform for you. You washed up at that point. The moment you over reassure a woman and you give her that commitment, you're done. You're done. And even if you do give a woman that commitment, there always needs to be that threat of losing you. So you still need to remain at your best, your peak. You know what I mean? Because the moment you decline, you get comfortable because you got a woman, you get a woman and you go, I got one. So it is what it is. Your attractiveness starts to just drop. Keep that performance up. Keep it high. Keep that attitude of, I can get another one. You know what I mean? That's the most attractive attitude you can have with women. Outside of already having game, you know what I mean? One aspect of having game is the ability to walk away from a woman. That's one of the aspects of having game. If you're the type of man that you get a woman or you don't have a woman, you're so desperate to get a woman, women can smell that desperation. They can sense that desperation, and that's not attractive. It's just straight up unattractive. You know what I mean? Desperation, you think about how you feel about desperate women. Desperation is just an unattractive quality. You need to be the type of man that even when you have a woman, you still need to have a rotation. I would say at least 2 other women that you have in your rotation. You know what I mean? Some men do 1 for less headache, I understand. But to remain attractive to women, to stay sharp on your game, you need to have at least, I would say at least 2 other women, a main woman and 2 other women. Because you think about it, 1 woman ain't never going to be enough. She going to have her moments. She got her periods and just female nature in general. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be the off and on switch. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just ain't going to want to deal with her shit. And sometimes you can call somebody else and, you know what I mean? That'll help keep your relationship together because you don't have to deal with all of this other bullshit. I am of the belief that side chicks help keep a relationship together. Because if you got to deal with one motherfucker for an extended period of time, you gonna get tired of her. You gonna grow tired of that one motherfucker. You mean the same motherfucker over and over and over again? You're not gonna get tired. You're gonna get tired of her because she gonna start doing shit that piss you off or that irritates you, get under your skin. So just to negate all of that and end up with them, you know what I'm saying, the fucked up feelings, have you a rotation. Have you a rotation. And then that also keeps you with your confidence. You know what I mean? That keeps you in the game, knowing that, hey, I can get somebody else. Oh, if she ain't acting right, I can call somebody else. Because if you only got one, now you more inclined to give up your manhood and compromise and do what she asked you to do just so you won't piss her off. Now you can't be 100% man because now you bending. Now you got to compromise and be soft to what she want. Nah, bro, you better off with your rotation. That way, okay, this one won't act right. Okay, I'll call this one. You know what I mean? Okay, you don't want to act right, I'll call this one. You know what I mean? So the numbers just depend on how many you can manage at one time. Female management is a skill. You know what I mean? It does take a little effort, a little skill. It's easier the more game you have because the more game you have, the more attractive you are. You know what I mean? That's when you're working on your personality, your mouthpiece, your finances, your career, your status. You know what I mean? The more of your game you have in order, the more attractive you are, the easier it will be to attract women. But as soon as you fall into that scarcity mindset, that desperation, you know what I mean? You're probably not working on some other parts of your game. So you're probably already not desirable by women. But the easiest way, the shortcut, the easiest thing you can have in the game is confidence. And the way you have that confidence, the more women you can talk to, the more your mouthpiece can work for you, the more attractive you will be by default. So the less women you talk to, the less attractive you will be by default. You know what I mean? It's the art of conversation. That's what it's about. It's all about conversation. Conversation rules the nation. Conversation can open doors for you that sometimes even skills can't. Some people can be equipped with all the skills to get the job done, but they don't have the right conversation. They lack the conversation to get the door open for them. But you can sit down at a bar or any networking event, strike up a conversation, have the right words for the right people, and with no experience, open the door. You make sure you build that confidence by talking to more women. Experience is the easiest way to gain confidence, because the better you get at something, the more confidence you have in doing that thing. So if you're out here talking to women, even if it's the rejections, you know what I mean? If you're out here talking to women, eventually you get numb to the rejections and it feels like nothing. So no matter what it is, repetition builds that confidence, because you're going to get better at it. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody out here shooting 100%. Nobody's shooting 100%. So you might as well get over that fear of rejection, because nobody shoots 100% from the field. If he does, he's some type of model. But even those guys, they don't shoot 100%, because that's life. That's not how numbers work. I recently learned that to be able to teach the game on a national level, you know what I mean, you considered a pro when you can convert 10%. 10% is all it takes to be considered a professional. You got to get your mouthpiece going, get in your rhythm. You get out here, you make more contacts, you have more women. The more women you have, and not at one time, because at one time it gets hard to manage after about 4. You know what I mean? You don't even want to try to manage past 4. I mean, you can try it. It is, fun to try it, but you won't be able to manage and keep those contacts, not valuable relationships with women past 4, because it gets messy. If it's not a poly situation, if it's just you being a player, you know what I mean? You just managing as many women as you can. Yeah, it get messy unless you reach a certain status. Once you're rich, you know what I mean? Then if you can do it the honest way and everybody know what's going on, then more power to you. But the game isn't about, doing it that way. The game is I do what I want to do and you don't worry about what I do outside of you. That's the game. You know what I mean? The game is being able to have women just attracted to you. You need to have a rotation of at least 2, ideally 3, just based on what you're going to deal with one and the other, and the timing and the periods and the female nature all together. Just offset those relationships. Have 3, rotate them. Don't get into that desperation mode. Don't go into just having one and bending, because that's unattractive. You go into one and bending trying to please her, it's unattractive. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.